and welcome back to Rue's Life. So we're fast approaching the end of September and it's really feeling autumnal now. So let's have a quick look. It's 21 degrees outside and it's 21 degrees inside this polytunnel and it's 15.8 degrees outside. We have had temperatures as low as 3 degrees inside and outside. So, you know, autumn's really here and winter's on its way. So I've still got bits and bobs to harvest and some things that I will continue to harvest, like potatoes and carrots. So today I want to get in some of the beans, or the last of the beans. I've still got tomatoes coming thick and fast, lots of ones still ripening, so I've been harvesting those and actually bunging them in the slow cooker and making them into tomato sauce, which I can then freeze and use in meals. I've still got lots of chard and kale. I've got some beetroot still. Now I have got, and I'll bring you closer, a really lovely looking crown prince. I'm going to actually chop it and harvest it. I would normally wait for that stem to start to turn brown and they'll naturally start to come off the vine, but because those temperatures have been dropping, the Little Jack Be Little pumpkin experiment that I did, they were doing really well, and I've got a teeny tiny one, but they've actually succumbed to the cold, so I don't want to lose this big crown prince, so that's coming up today. So yeah, I'm just going to get some harvesting done. I've taken the bunting down and I'll get that carefully put away and then it'll come back out again in the spring. So let's get on and do some harvesting. So, rather than lose this beautiful, beautiful squash, here he comes. Look at that. Isn't he absolutely gorgeous? So these were doing really well, but I did put them in later in the season, and as you can see, these were trying, and I've got this one little teeny little one here, which is really cute, but yeah, they succumbed to the temperature drop, which is why I wanted to get this beauty in before he also succumbed to the cold. Now there are a few small squash and they may or may not come to something. I doubt it now, but you know, you never know. The last couple of days have been a bit warmer, so we shall see. As I say, there's still, I mean, you can barely see it, but there's still some curly kale lurking there. This absolutely, I know I rave about it, but the peppermint chard, which just keeps coming and is just lush. There is also some lucullus chard at the back there, and I'm going to get some of these Chioggia beetroot in. And next I'm going to harvest some carrots. So I can't actually remember which variety these are, but I've got a feeling they may have been the globe ones. And yeah, I mean, they're carrots and they're usable and I'm sure they'll be tasty, but I'd forgotten what variety, and I normally have some nice big fat long carrots, but they're carrots and they will certainly be tasty. So let's see if the potatoes are any more successful. Now, I'm not holding a huge amount of hope out for these, but we will see. Oh, she says, look at that. Okay, well, there's one. That might be the only one, eh? Let's have a little rummage. Oh, another one. You can probably see that this soil is really dry, and I have neglected the polytunnel a little in the last couple of weeks, simply because I've returned to work and I've also been out adventuring, and I haven't really watered as much as I should, but hey ho, that's life, isn't it? It's all about the balance. Is that going to be it? 3 potatoes. Oh dear. Oh, there's some more. Well, I think that's the lot, but I'm going to let you into a little secret. So, let's just hold these up. 1 potato, 2 potato, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Some of them are very teeny tiny. However, these are potatoes that I sowed last year as my Christmas or festive or Yuletide potatoes, and they just didn't come to anything. So I had a little rummage and there clearly was nothing, so I just left the tubs alone, and then sometime in the spring summer they started to grow again, so I left them and kept watering them, and all things considered, the fact I've actually got a few potatoes isn't bad. And I have got 2 more tubs, which if they've got the same amount in, then I'll be happy, because they weren't really intentional potatoes. So again, I will take that. But one of the things I found with using these tubs, so I only put 1 or 2 in them, I don't think it's really giving them enough space. And I've got something super exciting to show you. Look at these enormous buckets. I've got 3 of them, and they're going to be absolutely brilliant for growing potatoes, parsnips and carrots, anything that needs that space. I'm thinking of putting some copper tape around the top as well to keep the old slugs out. I could put canes in and grow beans. They're absolutely brilliant. I've got 3. They were very kindly given to me by Chris's cousin, who is the lovely chap that came and helped us with that holly hedge quite some time ago. You may have seen that video, because he's a tree surgeon, so he came and helped us out, and he says he's got lots more of these if I want them. So that is really exciting, that I can use these in the polytunnel or even out on the plot as big container growing, and they've cost me absolutely nothing.